Sir, I have myself full confidence that if all do their duty, if nothing is neglected, and if the best arrangements are made, as they are being made, we shall prove ourselves once more able to defend our island home, to ride out the storm of war, and to outlive the menace of tyranny, if necessary for years, if necessary alone. At any rate, that is what we are going to try to do. That is the resolve of His Majesty's government, every man of them. That is the will of Parliament and the nation. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. And if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or a large part of it was subjugated and starving, then our empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until, in God's good time, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, and here we are on turn 4 for the UK of the BBR rules, season 5. And as we look up here, we can see that the Axis are doing very well for themselves, and yeah, pretty scary times. That 159 is from last round because, as you can see, VK Cowboy and Moffat Field are collecting 156 on their own, to say nothing of Hambone's 34 for Italy. They are absolutely rocking it. But the Allies are here to do something about that. You'll see that there is a... Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Just a second. Don't you hate that, getting phone calls right in the middle of filming? Anyway, and it was a telemarketer anyway, so yeah, take a hike. Anyway, so the Allies here, as you can see, last round we collected 185, but that's considerably lower in some cases, but will be higher in others. So, G.I. Joe got 20 last round, up from the 10 he got the round before, and for Anzac, and then Canada is still at 10. China is collecting 0, though. As you can see, the Japanese have finished China off. Now, China still has $6, and the Americans have taken Korea. The Russians tried to take Korea last round and sent one guy into Manchuria and took that, but Detroit, his dice went absolutely frigid, and he only killed 1 Japanese infantry and the AAA gun, and he lost 10 guys, 9 guys, something like that. It was pretty bad. So, yeah, we'll just have to hope that we can keep the Japanese out of there. But as you can see, the Japanese have taken everything over, and they've built here in India, and have come down here. Bit of a mess with all the dice going on. And our Japanese are moving with authority through the Money Islands. They bypassed Sumatra, but they took the other ones, and the Americans have bulked up the Philippines. It looks pretty unassailable for now, but that may change. The Japanese up here, a couple of shiny carriers, and the Americans had a nice turn last round. They were able to sink 2 subs and a destroyer for the loss of nothing, using a destroyer and a couple of fighters that came back to Hawaii. And there was a big conflagration here in 25 last round, as Moffat Field came over to try to destroy the American fleet and was unable to do so. They got some good dice both ways. They both lost a lot of stuff, but the Japanese had to turn tail and run back. They had 2 fighters remaining, I believe. Americans have done a good job building up here. They built 7 ships in the Sea Zone 10 last round. Anzac here, though, they know they're under the gun. But the Japanese don't have an awful lot of stuff to move around, and they don't have much to move it around with. They've got one ship, one transport, and a tank. And then they got a guy in Salib, so they could go 1, 2, 3 and still land in Australia if they wanted to, but not much punch there, not much punch here, but they don't really need it because there's nothing around here. So for the British today, we are, and the Italians with their $34 are going to be no doubt becoming a brutal force here. The Germans still hold here, and they've reinforced Gibraltar with the Italians. And then up here we've got, I'm getting convoyed to the tune of probably all $8. It's going to be a guaranteed 5, but who knows? Maybe I'll actually roll poorly for the Germans for once. And then the Americans are here. Didn't do much on this round in that sector. All right. But here we are in the Middle East. Got a lot of stuff going on. We have a few, well, really, we have 2 attacks going on, and I changed my mind on that one. Gonna go that way, and we'll do that. But first things first, these are the beautiful bombers. Beautiful bombers. These were sent to me by the same gentleman who sent me these wonderful Japanese and American airplanes. He has sent me 18 of these airplanes just on his own volition, just sending them. And they're just beautiful. Far, far superior to the stuff I've been using. I mean, so here's, the out of box. Yeah, nice little sculpt. It's got its charm, mosquito bomber. But then you get these ones here, and they're magnetized. They're on the stands. And they just look gorgeous. So Panzer King, thanks so much, man. If you folks don't know Panzer King's channel, you got to head over there, and you really got to check out the table and the medals and trophy and stuff that he made for their spring offensive this year that I was supposed to go to, and a lot of people were supposed to go to, but got shut down for the COVID, of course. We're going to try to possibly spool things up for something in the summer, just do an all-Canadian content thing. We'll see how that goes. But Panzer King, I tell you, thanks so much, buddy. I tell you, just these planes look so awesome. I love these things. I don't necessarily love the Japanese ones right now because they're the bad guys, but they're beautiful sculpts, and they really add a sense of, a real sense of depth to the game. Physically and just from the gameplay, just beautiful. So thanks so much. I know words kind of sound kind of hollow sometimes, but I got nothing. Just generous to a fault. So thanks so much, Panzer King. Get over to his channel if you haven't yet. Okay, so I am going to tell you about my build. I spent 7 on my tech, which I am not sharing yet, but I have it. I spent 7 and 1 die came up, so good thing I didn't spend 6. Or maybe I could have just spent 1. Who knows, right? But hey, we got it, so we're happy. And we're going to spend $18 on 3 tanks at $6 a piece and 1 factory. All right. Well, for Pete's sake. Sorry, folks. Okay, I know telemarketers have to make a living too, but when I send you the little thing that says, please text me, and you don't text me, come on. Text me. Let's have a conversation, but just keep calling all the time. Anyway, I'm on the no-call list too. I don't know why this is happening. All right, here we go. So we've got 1 man going into El Alamein. We've got 2 tanks going into El Alamein. We have 1 tactical going into El Alamein. We have a bit of a crazy idea here. We're going to see how this works. I've rolled this out about 100 times, and sometimes it's really bad and sometimes it's really good. So I'm hoping for a really good here. All right, so we've got two tacticals. We're going to start here. We have two tacticals coming in, and you can't target infantry, so we're going to target the artillery and the mech. So here's the attack on the artillery. That's good. And on the mech, good. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is how the good ones start. Hopefully it finishes this way. And now we have 3 fighters. Okay, and we got 2 hits. It's getting a little dull. All right, but now they get 2 shots back with the 2 infantry that are there. 2 at 2. Oh! You know what? The dice have started to heat up for the Allies here in the second half. So that's cool. Now let's see if it continues. So here we have, I'm going to have 3 3s and a 1 going after that fellow there. So 3 3s and a 1. That's what I've got. Oh, not so hot, but hot enough. 1 hit. So he replies with a 2 and no hits. Ooh. Flawless victory. Go Britain. All right. Oh, I forgot to put out these ones here. So I'm sorry. That guy's got 2 spaces left, and all these ones have 3 because they came from Egypt with an air base. So they have 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay. All right. So get rid of all the attack arrows. And we will have... all these planes are going to go back to Egypt. And that guy's there, and that's taken off, of course. It doesn't get me any money directly, but it is an NO for me. And then this tactical is going to... what are we going to do with you? We'll put you back on the... Well, now, you know what? Let's give you some legs there. We'll do that. All right, so now we are going to have 2 infantry move into Cairo. And yeah, so 3 artillery and 3 infantry are going to move into Iraq. All right, so that's what's happening there. I also have the fighter from here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up into Egypt. And that is that. As far as all that kind of stuff goes. And we now have to roll for the convoy. So I've got these 5 dice. I hope they all come up 6s. But we've got 2 for each sub. There's 2 German subs there. And then there's the destroyer. So the destroyer gets 1. The subs get 2 each. And there's up to 6, 8 that I can get convoyed for. Apparently, my map doesn't have it here, but there is supposed to be like a line right here. So you can convoy both from here. But if you're up here, you can only convoy Scotland. My map doesn't show it, but it's there. I talked with all the guys before this. So, as it stands now, I'm getting convoyed for 3. He can convoy me for up to 5 more. Come on, 6s. Okay, well that's pretty good. We got 3 more. So we've got, those ones are no good because they're too high. You can only convoy with 1s, 2s, and 3s. So he's got 3 for the boats. And these 2 is 5. I mean, good is relative, but I'll take 5 over 8. So I'm going to be down 5 on as I do my math here. So I'm going to take this die here, and I'll just put it over here. All right. So we're at 29 right now. Oh, we actually might be at 27. All right. Well, I've done all my moves. I'm placing these 3 tanks into Egypt. And I'm placing the factory, guess where? There. So that's everything. So I didn't save any money. So let me just pause this, and so you don't have to watch me arduously count everything up here. Actually, you know what? It's not that bad. Stick with me, people. Here we go. So we're going to pull all the ones off British territories. This is going to... Oh, I'm way down. I forgot about Borneo. Yeah, I'm going to be down around $20 here. Okay, so we start with 38 as Britain. So we're down 3 plus 35, 34, 33, 30, 28, 24. It's Dutch. So 24, but we're up 1, 25. We're up 2, 27, but we're down 1, 26. Okay, so we got 26, and we're losing 5 for the convoy, so that's 21. So I'm going to move this guy over here to 26. That's 21. Then we'll come on over here, and I think I still have some stuff here. So last round, I think we had a little bit of confusion, and we got all our money screwed up. So you might have heard some funny stuff from VK or Moffat about the UK's money. But I thought I had more than I did. But I didn't. I had less. I had much, much less. Anyway, I get 5 for that. And then per territory, I get, but this says if allies, but the new way that they're doing it, and this is all playtesting, right, folks? We're still playtesting. The bulk of the game is great, but there's little things we're changing. Now they're saying, no, you have to own that to get the bonus, okay? So I have the 2 here plus the 2. So that's 5 plus 2, that's a 7, okay, in bonuses. So I have 26 minus 5 puts me at 21, plus 7 takes me up to 28. So I'll have $28 to spend next round. Here I am with my poker chips. All right, so there's 25, 6, 7, 8, $28 to spend next round. And let's do the recap. It's going to be quick because I got nothing over here. All right, so in Iraq, we have a newly minted factory. We've got 3 men and 3 artillery. In Cairo, we have a mess. We have a factory and an air base that we built, so in case people haven't put those on from last round. We have 3 tanks. We have 2 infantry. And there's a French and a Canadian infantry as well. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 fighters, 1, 2, 3 tacticals. In El Alamein portion of Egypt, we have 2 armor and 1 infantry. C-Zone 81, we have 2 transports, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 1 battleship, and 1 carrier with nothing on it. And of course, the UK, which has not changed, except there's a lot more ugly German boats around here. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry, 1 mechanized, and 5 AAA. All right, well, hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And this game is, wow, it's going to be good. I mean, it's good now, but the ending, I think, is going to be good. Germans are pressing hard, and the Italians are there helping out. So we'll have to see what happens here on the rest of turn 4. Italy's up next, handing it over to Hambone. There's 34 lira to spend, and he's got lots and lots and lots of opportunities here. We'll see what he does with them. At the end of round 4, and we have Anza Canarance, which I think I'll be shooting. And then after that, we are back to round 5 with the Germans at the top of the order. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Again, huge shout out to Panja King. Head over to his channel. Check out his stuff, folks. Look at this. Just gorgeous. All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Let's go Allies.